welcome back to back 13 coverage of the Kitsap Classic, the 2018 Kitsap Classic, brought to you by John Brown Disc Golf TV. There he is, the man himself, splashing one in, Bud Pell. We're out at Horseshoe Lake Disc Golf Course in Port Orchard, Washington. My name's Kyle Rife. He's Ron Lindstrom Sr.
How you doing?
And we are joined. Here is our card. This is the final rounds. Back 13 holes. Chandler Fry has shot 8 down on the front round. He's 22 down. Crabtree as well has shot 8 down. So really on fire. And just 1 stroke back at 21 down. Jordan Broadwell, a couple 2 under par through this first 14 at 13 down, and Chris Holden with a probably very disappointing even par first round.
We got some time left though. We got some holes to get some back.
That's right, a lot of big holes, and starting with a really cool one here for our second video.
Yeah, it's a long one. There's a little OB on the left, down there on the path, so you kind of got to keep it to the right, and there's water if you really, really, really push it.
Sure, these guys have got the power to really crush it. Anyway, yeah, they're a really interesting hole that get a lot of out of bounds actually on this hole. You see rollers on you. If you really put down a good backhand roller, you could get one all the way down here.
Yeah.
And I believe that Chris Holden has eagled this hole via roller in
scary shot with the OB in the water with the roller sometimes.
Sure. And just the backhand, if you throw a backhand that just goes too straight, all this out of bounds on the left goes in play.
You get some funky wind and you can see how easy
Jordan
it could go. Safe.
But he is safe.
Nice.
That's right. He's down there pretty good. That's going to be
he's just throwing up to the basket there.
Putter mid. Kyle's looking to uncork one here. This is turned over.
No, I think he threw that perfect.
Looks scary, but it's going to be perfect.
Oh my gosh, yeah. What a bomb.
Totally. This is like 150 feet to go, probably. You know?
That's awesome.
And not to be outdone, but outdoing himself, unfortunately.
Oh, I think he clipped the branch there, yeah. So
too much turnover, though, probably, and Chris is kind of burning worms here. But up there, easy shot. You know, if you're inbounds, you're pretty much in play for this upshot. The green is a little dangerous on a slope with out of bounds short to the right of it as well. Long.
Right. He gave himself a putt there underneath the branches there.
Well, yeah, if you hadn't seen the first round, Chandler is coming off of a hot putting performance
machine.
14 holes. And, you know, as long as it settles there, that is a totally makeable putt.
Yeah, wind's blowing, little tailwind, should be able to carry it right in there.
And Jordan's just scooting one right under the basket. And yeah, this
Kyle's
is
try to put
standstill putter shakes. You're right. He's got at least a half a run.
It's a neat shot to see go in. I'll tell you that. That's what you want. Take some pressure off.
Sure. This green, you do not want to hit the basket on this green. You putt high, ladies and gentlemen. You want the disc to not come down off the basket on an edge, and Chandler's going to get lucky there.
There's OB over there. He didn't get it. Yeah.
Did you see an OB graphic?
No, there wasn't. Okay. But it was. I remember. There you go. It was close.
No problem. Made that putt. But even still, like right here, this is a scary putt. Little low hanging branches as well.
You just want to pop it right up and in. Oh, I hit that branch.
Yeah. One, you know, wouldn't mind to see a weed whacker run around the baskets.
You just keep playing it. You know, keep throwing putts through there, and it'll go away.
And it's cleanup time. And Kyle is going to tie it up, though. So
there we go. Dogfight.
That's right. Hole 7 of the normal track, hole 16
A lot of trouble on the right.
Sure. You just want to throw that overstable disc, right? You know?
Yeah. It throws downhill, so you think you can, but you can throw it to that green and be OB pretty easy if you throw it too hard.
Yeah, and
the right wind, but
all the car path into the right is out of bounds.
You got some woods on the left, and
there is a straight shot. I mean, you could probably throw those 365. This longer tee pad really takes rock out of it for a lot of your amateurs. And this is definitely flirting with the out of bounds.
That's what I was kind of talking about, how that it'll just carry towards that green if you're too careful.
But he threw it well over that out of bounds, so not a problem. Kyle's, this is the line you want
flight right at it. Yeah, it's a neat shot.
It's the ace run.
A little bit of wind today on that hole too. Doesn't help your mind at all, but it should float right to it.
And Chandler's in the circle there too. There are a couple trees to contend with. And this looks like a good angle for a skip, but maybe a little too soon.
He looks like he might have something there.
Yeah.
Bushes beat it down a little bit.
This is, I really enjoy this kind of corner of the course over here. This hole going into the next two par fours, they're both interesting. And Jordan, given that wind, we'll call it 660
stop.
Giving that a good run. And Chandler ended up a little long, unfortunately. I thought he was right behind the
I thought he was a little closer too.
Tee. Might have gotten a little bit of roll.
That's how easy it is to go past this hole. It's a touch shot.
Chris, getting the adjustments.
He will putt it. Usually work the weight. When he putts, he usually makes them so.
Chris, a former basketball player and a general all-around good athlete. Nice putt from Kyle. But I remember him telling me early on in his playing that when he picked that putting style, the straddle, that it was like a free throw thing for him. He practiced so many free throws over the years, and he had a routine for that. He just didn't want to do anything different. And that's certainly.
I use some of my routines for my sports and a lot of things I do that I've played in the past. It's smart.
Sure. Well, it's it's just a sound strategy.
But it's part of competing. You keep things the way you like it when you compete, and you have less to worry about. Do the same things all the time, certain things.
So 570 here, par 4. Starting, you're sort of throwing over the out of bounds there to the left. You
got to get over that, or you have to. It's not good. You got to re-tee.
Right. So to the left is out of bounds, but the real challenge on this hole, you'd probably agree, is the green, don't you think?
It's the second shot. It's hard. These guys are bombing it really close. The new pad area that we added.
This hill
get closer.
You didn't do it justice. It is downhill. You can really roll. John says 200 feet is too much, but I think you could get close to that on a roll from the basket rollout. And this is turned over, not good. But the jungle is so thick. It says, we don't even want
very fortunate that didn't go further.
Yeah. No out of bounds. No reason for that to be out of bounds. The woods is punishment enough.
There's a lot of room with this new placement where if you can keep it to the left and
that is in the
get it turning over, you can get it pretty close to the basket.
All these guys pulling it. I wonder if there might have been a deceptive headwind there that they just didn't feel, from their perspective.
It was there part of the day and gone. It was iffy sometimes. But
if you saw our first round coverage, we saw some incredible shots. Gotta give it out to Kenny Clark with the sidearm. That had to be a 500-foot sidearm.
His sidearm is incredible.
Yeah, it was
some of the best I've seen. And I've been watching him a long time. He's
Kyle, of course,
really
smashed one. But that's not who we're watching right now. Right now we're watching Jordan back there.
Yeah,
it must have been.
He's got all the shots.
It's a sidearm.
Very impressed with that.
No problem. He's going to be happy.
Broadwell. He's a good golfer.
He's going to be happy to have a look there for a 3 from.
Get up.
And Kyle's going to have to do a little work. Probably just scrambling for that easy par at this point.
Another one of Chris's shots. He's got them all. Just picked it up maybe 4 years ago the game, and just it shows if you just stick to the fundamentals in just about any sport, you can be good at them.
Well, he's not liking the fundamentals of gravity on that shot, as that roll
I will agree.
takes him out of easy slam dunk range and puts him in.
That looked like you just wanted to do that just perfect for this hole, because it's the top of that hill is still 25, 30 feet from the pin, so you got to kind of shape it down.
But you want to catch that grass, though, a little bit. You don't, just have like a little soft landing. Again, don't hit the cage.
Yeah,
that's what you don't want to do.
You can get some bad rollouts on this hole if you're not careful.
And that's just going to be safe 4 for Jordan. Chris does have a look. He did.
I think you can go at it pretty good.
Yeah, from uphill for sure.
Right,
nice
because
putt,
you can.
Chris. Yep.
Great shot.
A little, a little half a jump.
He's holding it together,
He's now under par, so that's got to feel good.
Right.
After kind of a up and down first half of the round. And Jordan's able to climb over the rim there.
Nice putt. Chandler had a perfect little upshot there.
And I'm presuming Kyle is, since we haven't seen the disc.
Yeah, he's going to clean it up.
And here we go. And Krabs, did we fail to mention that Crabtree is now overtaken Chandler? No, okay. They're tied.
I think they're tied up now. Yeah, it's a dogfight like we were talking about. It's going to be most of the day here, I have a feeling.
And
tough hole. You need to get it through these gaps. I mean, there's 3 or 4 to choose from.
3 or 4. 4 being one just not choosing no gap at all, going all the way wide.
I like that gap over there myself.
Where Chris just went.
Yeah, because if you throw,
that's the big shot. If you go far left,
for some reason you think that there's stuff over there, but if you can get it through there, it can hyzer out and still be safe.
So is the path a river out of bounds or not?
The path is a river on this hole.
It is?
I remember that.
Seems arbitrary. Seems silly. It must be then on the path. And Jordan looked like he's sizing one of the gaps on the right.
I think he's going all the way around.
No, he's going that skinny one. And then, if you've got 400-foot power, he can still get the green from here.
Right.
Maybe not back in. Although it should be noted, you can go hyzer into this green too. There's a big fir tree or whatever tree. And yeah, if you can go around from the right side.
If you can get around those trees, you can get right to that. That's a good poke from there.
Yeah, it was a big rip. So he was pretty far.
Fortunate for that kick, because it down in here is a lot harder because you got these branches and a little side hill.
Yeah. And looks like Chandler's trying to go. He went inside of that tree.
Got himself a putt. Nice shot.
Yep. That's circle or circle edge.
They've been making those today. Pretty consistent.
So Kyle, from some out of bounds marker that we don't see yet.
He's trying to get around that tree.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, just a little long and still has a putt.
Yeah. There's a golf green dead ahead as well. It's out of bounds.
Yeah, it's kind of a
it's not
big
really
mistake if you get it into play.
But let's say you put a roller down and
it could go
or something.
Right. Yeah, it makes you think about it.
Yeah. A lot of danger on this course.
Well, he was a little further out than I thought, and he still got it up there.
Oh. Jordan was in danger of making that putt.
What in the heck? I was expecting.
And yeah, Chris not happy with that effort.
He wanted something a little closer.
He knew right out of his hand.
You can see the wind is messing with these guys a little bit too.
Yeah, it's pretty much a notorious green for some reason too. Seems like this flag is always moving.
I agree.
Kyle, half in the jungle.
Yeah, that would have been under the basket. If
this is your typical Seattle area hole right here.
Bushes, wind.
Yeah.
Birdie.
Yeah.
Oh, that's par.
He did go out of bounds.
Right.
That was a nice recovery.
Yeah, it was.
Threw the disc 3 times,
Even his pars look like birdies. Great putt.
Jordan looking to save a par here, or was this a birdie?
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
Yeah.
Kind of bailed out on him at the end. Good save.
Yeah. Stay tied at the top.
All right. Come to another little tough hole in a minute here.
And we'll put this one to bed first. Thanks, Jordan. Take us home, buddy. Yeah, cool hole. Starting out of bounds. T-backs is out of bounds. We got to get to the left side of the cart path here.
You get around that last tree on the right, and then inside the tree on the left, and the basket is a little deeper. That cart path is that green over there. You seem to look at it once. It kind of holds disc from, you know, you got to hit that cart path to skip, because you hit that grass.
Yeah, you hit the green. Yeah, you hit the high side, the right side of the cart path hill. On that hill, it ain't getting over. No way. Yeah.
Nobody, I don't really see people going too deep. It's
because you want to come in on a hyzer angle.
Yeah, the mistake is usually they end up going straight. Right.
Yeah, for sure. But these guys
great.
Got a lot of power.
Hey, let's just show the disc off like that.
Yeah. Just
I wonder if
it there.
I asked him if the label was up. Perfect. It looked like it was.
Yeah, there might be some photographs of that around somewhere. We'll see if they ever surface.
Kind of what you want to do.
But you know, these guys are gonna make it look easy. But this hyzer is not for your average Joe. I mean, it's a big shot.
To go for the basket. Yeah. I mean, there's a bailout, an easy 3, but
there is. Yeah.
But if you bail, you can. To go for it. You got to go for it. You got to earn it.
You've got to be able to throw a disc 340 feet on a hyzer. You know.
And you know, that's a good safe shot. You know, boom. He's already been in some trouble today. He's like, I'm just gonna get safe.
You think he was playing that safe? It looked like he saw that off. Chris, tell me if I'm wrong.
I think he wanted to throw it a little flatter.
Okay. Jordan's, I'm sure he's trying to go big.
Yeah,
he needs a big wide rim disc in his hand, and that looks like it's around
the
tree
around
and a little short. I mean, that's pretty much what you're hoping for right there. That's
unless you're running it. Yeah, you can get some great runs at this basket though. The skip off that road right there, it's pretty awesome to watch.
Be scared to trust the skip on that. You know, like we were saying, you miss right just by feet. Looks like some construction happening here.
So this is the neighbor's yard here.
Yeah. It'll be more beautiful next year, I'm sure.
Next year, that's OB. So we put West Sound is putting some stakes in there to keep the people's.
Right on.
But today it's fine.
Boy, I bet Jordan's disappointed with that effort on that.
I think he wanted that one back.
Just sometimes you get you think you want it.
Yeah, Kyle wanted that downhiller too, but sometimes you just don't get them. Get a look at that disc. Oh yeah,
that's money, right?
Look at it.
Look at this.
The label is perfect.
It's beautiful. It's a perfect ad. Latitude 64. If you'd like to send John Brown Disc Golf Television some money for the ad revenue, I'm sure he'd be happy to have it. Okay, so
big long hole here.
Hole 11 on the normal track. Hole 20 today.
All of 1,020 feet is what they tell us.
Right. That's right. It is downhill for a significant first part of it, but then finishes uphill, so things sort of end.
Yeah, you want to turn it over, but you don't want to turn it over too much. You want to turn it over just enough to get you back in the middle of the fairway, where you'll be OB right, and then you have that big lake on your left that. Because we moved the pad up to the new permanent position. You can get it. Those guys can hit that lake if they screw up.
I want to see somebody throw over the lake. That's what I want to see.
But you got to have
it'll happen. But
the important really on this hole is your decent drive. But that second shot has got to be decent, because then you can get your third shot up there. That 4.
It's pretty benign once you're past the water. There's really no trouble. This is in trouble.
That's what we were talking about.
Turn over. So out of bounds, right and left. Here's Kyle lacing
right up the gut.
Perfect shot. Anything on this lower portion of that mowed grass is crushed, and he's almost past the mowed grass.
You can get to the lake, anywhere near the lake, and not in it. You're looking good.
See the beautiful scenery as we're getting to the evening hours.
Pretty lucky out here to be able to play on this anytime we want.
That's right, folks. Come and check it out.
Except before 10 a.m. That's just what the course likes. But anytime after 10 a.m. you come play.
It's all good. A lot of retirees want to play with their balls still.
They love us out there, though. It's one big happy family out there.
That's right. Jordan lined up, hopefully, big backhand. Looked like Chris was a little disappointed with his tee shot.
Yeah, it's
I mean, you want to
It's a tough shot. I mean, you got to place it because you don't want to turn it over. They're really not worried about hitting the water with their hyzers, but it's that turnover that can get you, which what they don't want to do.
Right. Kind of protected from the wind right there where you're throwing too. So maybe.
Yep, you just gotta basically. Just don't want to turn it over, and you do something like that, and you're just sitting there perfect.
Great upshot
from where he was. That was
for sure, because he's sitting real pretty for this easy 4 now. And Chandler's trying to salvage something, and that's tight and cut rolling, unfortunately.
But he's okay. He wanted to be a lot better than that.
Yeah. We didn't want to go out of bounds off the tee.
Yeah, this is the...
So,
after this hole, the course starts shrinking up a little bit, and you got to be making sure you're dialed in, because it can finish fast on this course when you start getting towards the end.
To tighten it up right now, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
You knew he was coming. It's just how it is.
Is this some bonus coverage, or this is crap?
This is from his drive.
Oh, yeah, man.
So you get a nice bomb.
And gonna have to be a long jump putt for any eagle here, but with Chandler already being out of bounds, you know, the four looks like a pretty, that's like the play, you know, although
you give it a chance if you can.
He did crush it, you know, so. And Chandler trying to say,
right, he's like, I can still
like a birdie, whatever, dude.
Right.
Who are you, Am?
Jordan throwing right at us here. Get a skip. Give himself a putt.
For a 4, I guess that it will be.
And Chris has a chance here to get close.
Yeah, it was an excellent recovery shot from pretty high up.
Going to give us a glimpse of his monster backhand. Probably with, what do you think, Firebird or something like that? Or
some kind of fairway driver.
Right.
No, he throws T-birds sometimes. It looked
could have been a T-bird.
Looked more overstable than a T-bird, but you know, some of the AJ runs and everything. Anyway, here's Kyle for a 3. Just a little casual.
Got a nice gallery, little gallery out back there.
Yeah, the event was bigger than last year, but it felt like
that's what you do right there. Take your 4.
Yeah.
You get a stroke on your guy and maybe one more. You never know.
Chris for birdie here.
He will putt it. Just unfortunate today. Usually he hits those. Just
this is
very unfortunate. Very unfortunate rollout for him there. Kyle, you probably got a pretty good film of that one rolling out.
Well, I'm not sure.
I think I saw you in the background.
That was me. That's me, everybody.
Could have sworn that was you.
Oh, yeah. Not my first appearance.
Look.
Here's Jordan Bummer.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Yeah. But, you know, it didn't roll.
I think he hits this one. This saves his par, doesn't it?
Yeah,
yeah,
it's a nice putt.
Great. Get an OB and just that's
sunlight coming through the trees.
That's how you scramble. Keep the card clean.
So he's just going to lose just the 1 stroke.
That was important. He had to put it together to try to keep that par, because that's the end of a round. That's a very important. You can have a bad shot, but you're only as good as your next shot. You got to keep things calm, and that's what these guys do. They're good.
They're just consistent,
right.
Everybody, you know. I mean, you think you're good because you can do what they do.
Been watching these guys a long time. You get an opportunity to watch them. You soak in everything they got. When they play well, when they play bad, whatever. It's real, and it helps because they're really good.
So this hole is kind of just a connector hole, right? You know, we just got to get over to the next. So, but it's a real disc golf hole. You know?
Trees on the right, and got another OB on the left there.
That's right. So
you got trees everywhere. There is a line.
Sound hole.
It's a 50-50 shot. Everybody has a shot here, and it's trees are involved in everybody's shot. But there is lines.
That's right. And then sometimes you just got to scramble the whole way.
Sometimes you get that sound, that west sound, those tree sounds sometimes.
I think there's a forehand roller line in here.
I like the forehand here.
I'm really liking the little roller.
This is the only course I'm playing at the moment, and I've been dropping a forehand close.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's a putt.
Oh, he's right there, you know assuming he didn't have some.
Yeah, if you can wiggle past that first tree to the right of that first tree in the middle, and then it swerves around, you can get it parked up there with the forehand. But it's busy, definitely busy down there.
And not surprising when anybody hits a tree on this. And going Thumber is really hard to believe, but he's done
a great
it well.
shot.
He's inside the circle.
You can tell he's scrambling today because he's throwing his thumb. That's his most consistent shot, and it's keeping him where he's at today.
Feels like a lot lower overhead than he just demonstrated that the hole is, but Kyle didn't look like he was super stoked.
There you go.
It's a nice.
That's how you get a chance to save that par.
Do a little flick up here for Jordan.
Through that window. Push it right to it. There. When you play open, you do shots like that. You know, you just have all them shots in your bag.
Chandler ended up, looks like a pretty good lie.
Yeah, decent look at it. Little headwind in his face. Looks like it pushed that disc up a little bit. Headwind.
That was a prime opportunity to take the lead there. And,
dogfight, like we were talking about.
Yeah. It's like Kyle's going to get out of here unscathed.
You know, they are good buddies, so he doesn't mind him giving them a little break.
Sure, but I think that, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Kyle has a history of beating up on him, you know? So
like I said, they're really good friends. They've been battling each other for years.
Sure. And this is a B-tier event. We had like, what, 200 well over 200. We're close to 300 players. Tee time event, 2 rounds, 27 holes.
Yep, this is our little prima donna course here. We'll probably have lots more big tournaments in the future out here like this, we're hoping, so.
And yeah, what, catered both days, right? Meal with your player registration.
Yeah, food.
And,
we're pretty lucky, you know, to have. They're starting to do this all over America now. Ball golf courses are putting disc golf courses. There's no maintenance. All they do is put a basket. You know, they're still mowing it, so it's not like they have to mow anything special. So it's getting big, and I think we get a lot more of this.
So 7:30, yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna jump in here, Ron. But 7:30 par 4. See a lot of out of bounds on the left side. Yeah. Really challenging you, and then the basket is
usually
perched behind this tree with out of bounds right.
Pretty strong headwind, pretty consistent on this hole. Which that flag's a little dead right now, but those little hills are hiding the wind. But up here on this hill,
and it's the permanent box now is stretched way longer than it's played in the past, and. This is a big boy hole right here. And the turnover is good, but you want it to flex back, and this doesn't look like it's going to flex back.
As long as it didn't go too far. But yeah, it's tough throwing off that big side hill up there.
Yeah, there is no trouble. There's no out of bounds to the right. And really, the only... The danger's all to the left.
You just don't want to go this part of the round. They don't want to go OB. That's
for sure. I mean, these two guys at the top are tied, and you know, these guys are playing for cash. So Jordan and Chris and every putt is for money. You know, so this one, this is pretty much smashed.
Pretty much right where you. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's a crush.
To not being good, but you wonder if maybe you do want to be a little bit right though to open up that approach shot though. Well, pinch to the left.
That's where the old pad used to be, which was kind of way up in the front of that. That's kind of where you landed, where you know the
right to left.
Yeah.
But he's further, obviously. But you can throw it straight out there, and let that hyzer finish right at the basket for your second shot.
I know what you're saying, but it just feels like it's more open if you're over here to the right, even though it's farther away.
If you can get more to the center of that, it is nice.
You do see a lot of up shots go out of bounds that have the kind of bottlenecks right there before the tree.
And there's that headwind coming into play a little bit.
Yeah. And he's got a smile on his face, though.
Yeah, you gotta love the game. That's why we're out here. But we got a little side heel shot.
Yeah, as long as you keep that footing under him.
There's certain fundamentals, and he's a guy that'll show usually how you do it. And
you know what he did there? He followed through, right? Solid. And here's this thing online. Oh, did John slow that down for us there?
Oh,
it stopped right there. That's a perfect shot.
Trying to put it in.
It's a beauty.
Then it's standard, just get it up there. He wanted it a little closer, but the way he's putting today, you know, you can't count him out from anywhere right now.
I mean, we're nearing the end. It feels like we're nearing the end of the course here, and we do. We only have 5 left after this hole, or 6.
Yeah, they go pretty quick. When you play this course, these last holes. They go
I
pretty
just mean
quick.
the competition, man.
Yeah.
You guys are so tight. You know, something's got to
Yeah.
give. And,
You got to play solid right here these last holes, or you can give it away quick.
Jordan, unfortunately, I mean, he saw the arc of that disc. He was putting enough power on it, but he got hung up in that tree.
He got branched.
Scramble now. And
Look at
Jordan
that.
I'm sorry, Chandler.
Excellent.
Yeah. Sick putt.
Yeah, it was money.
And you know, but he's feeling the pressure right there because he knows Crabtree's in putting range for sure. Now he's just shifted.
See, that shows you how close these guys are, man.
Yeah.
They're really good friends. It's fun to watch them compete.
And now the pressure's on Krabs to make this putt.
You just want to be quiet. You know?
I mean, I do. You gotta respect it, you know what I mean?
He appreciates it.
Hey, no. We're just bringing it out, the drama for the listeners, for the viewers.
Yeah, we made it feel like we were there on that one.
You bet. And this is a par save for Jordan? I think it might be.
Oh.
That's going to be
Dang
a
it.
disappointment.
You wanted that one back. We'll cash this in. And
yeah, and moving on, you know. So at the top, though, these guys, you know, matching blow for blow.
we get a 2-hole stretch here where, you know, you need to score. Get a couple birdies here. I'm going to see some
this
close.
is kind of birdie row.
Some ace runs, some birdies
you
here.
can get a 4 on all of them, though. You know, and
Right.
this one, you know, you just don't.
You got a little bit, not much OB plan and play on this hole.
You got the green to the left, which is a bad shot. LB is a bad shot on this one.
So if you're lefty, you go left of the tree. If you're righty, you go either right at the basket or right of the tree.
Yeah.
Forehand would be just like a lefty shot, but
You
yeah,
can definitely roll out, though, from this thing. You do need to stick into that hill and hold.
doable
Yeah.
scoring hole for sure. Little gallery starting to get a little bigger now.
A lot of West Sound faces over
New
there.
shot for Kyle today.
Yeah, I
I've
don't know
seen
if
Chris
you've seen
Holden do it all day. He said, I got that too.
And he does have that.
Yeah, he
It's,
does.
in the circle, ladies and gentlemen.
He's got them all.
Yeah.
Good shot.
So, yeah, it's stand and deliver,
He's
right?
got
You
that.
know?
What disc you think that is? That one he's been throwing there?
Oh, well, it's
The harp,
that
is that what
harp.
you're
I've
saying?
seen that in his hand.
It looks like the harp. Oh, good kick.
Yeah, nice kick, but that's, you know,
That's
probably
what
going to
that
be
thing was doing that to
outside
him
the
today.
circle. Well, I mean, it doesn't do that for everybody.
Another
The
thumb.
guy rips it.
No, for him, it like
Yeah.
that. He's like,
A lot of
some
power.
days the disc does something different when you're throwing it. You know, just
Chris
some
is
days.
like, dude, Kyle, you think you know how to throw? Let me show you how to
Yeah.
throw a thumber. Maybe trying to show up Crabtree.
He's pretty good with that thumber, man.
I think he's more respectful than that. But,
If he's smart, he is.
yeah.
He's pretty smart.
The sidearm.
It's a good play for
yeah,
this
it's
hole.
if you got it.
I've been practicing mine, and it seems to be getting up there.
And curl.
That's unfortunate. He's been getting a
Yeah,
bunch of those for some
yeah.
reason. That's unfortunate.
That's it's outside what you want. It's totally makeable though, right? I mean,
Sure,
you can just
uphill,
give that thing a
you
run.
don't worry about it going long. You just got to watch out.
Don't hit the basket. You know.
That was what I didn't want to
Yeah.
say. Was,
hit anything but the cage. Oh, I thought he was gonna hit all the chains, brother.
It was right on line.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Chandler, maybe a little pressure on this putt.
Yeah,
huh?
he needs this.
Oh, what happened?
Well,
I
he
feel
made
like we might be experiencing some technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen.
it. But he made it.
But it went in. Yes. Nice shot.
Crabtree's going to give it a run here.
Krabs. Well, it shifts back to him. The
It's his
pressure,
turn.
you know. I apologize, everyone. We all understand it moves back and forth. We're excited about it, though.
There you go.
Here we go.
Dogfight.
26 down each.
Guys are playing incredible golf.
So I'm trying to do the math.
Another high five for the two.
8 plus 4, 12 down for the round. Both those guys.
Nice drive, Chris.
Fun to watch.
I guess Crabtree would be 13 down for the round. Third, so as they clean up,
So there's
Holden
a
separating a little bit from Broadwell.
this hole here. You got a little bit of water, which you know should be able to get over it, but you do have OB behind it. on the right
there's
side.
Water, anytime there's a lake, a body of water,
But there's
it could be a mental block.
For a good player, it's easy 3, and if you want to go for it, do it. It's fairly easy, but you can bail out and get an easy 3.
I mean, look, there's the OB is not that far away on the right side, so even a decent shot gone a little bit awry.
And wind, it seems like headwind on every hole, and this one's going the opposite, and pretty much it's always a headwind, it seems like.
Yeah, but it's an ace run.
But forehand is a good shot for this hole because you just come right in there, and if you're a right-handed player and have a forehand, that's textbook from one of Innova's best there.
Surprised to hear you say that, knowing your bag. I'm starting to hear
I
you
throw
say
the rock.
Okay, rock up the middle. Yeah,
I throw the rock 3 at the.
You used to throw a putter from the more elevated basket, but I don't know about this. Seems like a longer shot, and Chandler's definitely going putter of some kind.
They're probably looking more at that white pole there. If you kind of throw it at that, it seems to want to flip over into the basket a little bit, or forehand, kind of the same thing. You're throwing at that and let it get up there.
I mean, it should be noted too. You could really ace run this thing if you wanted to. There's a kind of a shed to protect you from getting way out of control long.
And it's harder now. The basket used to sit up on that tee area. Now it's lower to the ground, so it is a little bit more difficult of a shot because you don't have the height.
A little bit of a bad reaction there, but not too bad. They don't like roll.
You might see a few of those just floating in the water from the tournament. It was tough in the earlier rounds.
Yeah. Well, the earlier rounds are. Here we go.
Oh, great run.
What a great run at that from Jordan. Yeah, that was Jordan, right? Yeah.
Yep. Broadwell.
Yeah,
nice, Holden.
No problem. That roll out didn't hurt him too bad. And so we're gonna get a star frame here.
He wants to clean it up. There it is.
Looking kind of starry.
Could be. I think we had one earlier, didn't we? Maybe 2.
I feel like we've had the potential that there was several, but we haven't been celebrating that.
Here we are being quiet when Kyle putts.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
Just natural.
I guess so.
Great putt.
I guess it just shows you the reverence of Kyle Crabtree in the Northwest. And see the routine.
Yeah, these guys are going right at it.
Yep,
throwing punches. 3 holes left.
That's right. 3 to go.
Yeah, 3 to go.
To this little very tricky par 3
long,
now.
Kind of it sits back there straight. You kind of, for a righty, you kind of have to turn a long one over. This is a river too. This is OB. This cart path.
Pass the river out of bounds, and then just into the grove of trees.
Yeah, and to the right, what, 40, 50 feet, there's a green that's OB as well.
Okay, I haven't played that when that was in play. I mean, I haven't seen anyone throw one over there.
You shouldn't, but it is over there. If you get a bad kick off a tree or something.
Kyle knows he pulled this wide, and he is not in birdie land.
Well,
forgive me for, we're just not calling it in, give me birdie land. Sorry, you got to earn those. And this has got a great angle for a good skip.
Maybe off the path?
Yeah.
Kind of.
Just a little bit.
Jump vertical.
So you have a room for a turnover here. If you can keep it to the left and let it get in there, it'll get in there and then come back.
This is like a roller all the way.
And that can get in there as well.
Yeah, but it did not cut enough to get truly to the basket.
That green
but
over there.
Actually not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
That's a putt for him.
And are we going to see a forehand roller? Or is this a side? Oh, he's lining up. This is a big sidearm.
Big power sidearm possibly here. Let it get out there a little bit.
Maybe not wide enough though.
I think you got some D.
That'll do. And from range, getting close to the end of this round.
This one's maybe what,
he's
65, 70 footer?
He's giving this a run. And just not enough.
Wind pushed it to the left a little, it looked like.
I'm not sure where we're at. Yeah, okay, here's Jordan off to the right. Maybe tough basket location.
You got to get a perfect drive.
This is a new location. This is the new permanent location. Is that right, Ron?
Yes.
Okay, we've had it shorter, much less challenging. This is also featured, forgive me, great putt, not in. It's had artificial out of bounds before too. There used to be like a pocket trap in the front.
At times they'd made where the car path was, they made that bigger.
Right. But I feel like
with this here, you don't need that. I don't think.
Right.
Oh.
And another good run. 4 good runs at it, but this is a protected green, ladies and gentlemen. Now Kyle's got a little bit of meat still on the bone though.
It's right in his range.
Yeah, for sure. You see he's putting right into where the light's coming from. I don't know if that sun is, it doesn't look like it's in his eyes, it's in shadow. But, ooh, ouch.
Wanted that one.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, that's certainly in his range.
Couple holes left. Get that thing out of there and regroup.
And we get on cleanup, but yeah, so Chandler's going to take a lead going into the final 2 holes. I mean, we've seen this round go back and forth so many times. It just couldn't even for a minute start to feel
good, but he don't feeling that good.
Well, it's got to be a weight a little bit, just because the amount of out of bounds they've both had.
It's way better than being the opposite.
Sure. Now, this is not a hole you're likely to go out of bounds, but boy, you can certainly. You're either going to get up there or you're going to get
very gettable hole, but obviously you got to get through these trees.
There's a lot of trees, and John went kind of the backhand hyzer / up the middle gut, but the traditional hole, really, most players play that wide left to right shot. Although Chandler here is
there's a forehand line there.
The forehand is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, right.
That seems to be the traditional line, but Chandler is throwing a straight mid-range.
If you can get something up there that stables out, it skips right up to the basket.
Yeah, for sure. And this pin, this new permanent pad is absolutely beautiful pads, by the way, and big. And this is a good angle. Nice shot, Chris.
A little simple,
Yep, that's how you do it. But this pad is perfect. It rewards both the hyzer, the lefty and righty shot are both. It's really well placed. Gotta give credit where it's due.
And it's not the super longest forehand, but it is uphill, so it's a tweener kind of.
It's outside of my sidearm range, but now for these guys are just thinking about a smooth, Firebird probably just for that flare skip. But not as hard as they could throw it or anything,
Yeah, you can easily just throw it too straight, and that's what happened there.
Kyle's not able to take advantage of the fact that Chandler's looking at a pretty tough look at a 2, so he's got himself a tough look for a 2.
You never count him out.
No, but I'm sure he wanted to park one, get an easy stroke back.
Get it.
And
good rollback.
Yeah.
Jordan trying to get a big one before he gets out of here.
And just not enough, not online.
Yeah, they've been playing a long day today. It's got to be wearing on them a little bit.
Chandler lining up a deuce here would go a long way to locking this thing up.
Pretty awesome.
And
there it is.
How you doing?
Great shot.
Nice shot. And going into a treacherous par 4 hole 18, but nevertheless 2 strokes.
It's a scoring. It's a scoring hole, so you can.
Yeah. I mean, he's going to feel pretty confident going into this hole though.
2-stroke lead, 1 to go. That's got to feel okay.
Sure. And Jordan cleaned up par here, hopefully. Yeah. And Chris will as well. It's a beautiful time of day. I really, the course was absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, what a great weekend.
The weather was classic spring in our region, in the high 60s, and it felt fantastic.
So it's kind of a long hole. You have to hit it past this road, or if you hit one of those trees and stay on the other side of this, to the right side of this road, you have to re-tee.
Must get out of the tunnel.
You have to get out, and there's no OB left.
It's definitely doable.
No OB left, but you could overturn. If you overturn something over, you could see there's a little S turn where this road is a little bit, you could get into that, but it's
That's
a fairly
right.
simple hole to get out it in the fairway usually.
That's right. And then they have two out of bounds, like a river. There's a wide, staked off, roped off river of out of bounds. You can see.
It's a little bigger than the long grass that you're seeing on
yeah,
our preview
yeah.
here.
But you'll see it when we play the hole. Good scoring hole,
neat
but definitely out of bounds in play with a poor upshot and certainly off the tee. Although I find it, pretty easy to get out. Chandler's laced one.
You personally have to make this hole hard because this hole you can play it. You should be able to score a stroke on this
Chandler's
hole.
making this hole easy.
Wow.
Make hole 18 easy.
That was huge
For me now is what the name of that shot was. Chris line up big sidearm or thumb. No. It's not a great one, but it'll do though. I mean, he's got enough backhand. You can.
Yeah, if you're anywhere, as long as you're not way left and in the other fairway, you can bomb it down to that pin.
There is baskets on a hill, of course, and we're getting maybe a little too turned over, but we're cut rolling.
Whoa.
And that's going to be pretty lousy.
That was moving.
We're going to have a clean look at the basket.
Kyle just trying to pump one, power it all the way down there, pretty close, if he can.
I mean, he's crushed it.
Wow. All right.
Not quite as far as Chandler, but does it really matter if he's 200 feet away? He's going to put a putter in his hand and probably put it real close.
Try to put it in. He needs.
I don't know. There's not. Oh, this is. Whoa.
Come on.
Kick out.
What happened?
Kick out.
Oh, that last tree got him. It looks like he actually held on to it just a little bit longer than he wanted
maybe
to.
a little bit.
It happens.
Long tournament.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you want to call that syndrome? Sorry, Chris. Struggle's real.
Just trying hard is all that is sometimes.
And Jordan, looks like he's gone out of bounds as well.
He liked it over there too, unfortunately. We got a nice big crowd waiting for us there on the end of this thing. It's kind of cool.
Things the big river out of bounds here. I don't know who really goes out of bounds there, other than AMS. But it's cool. It should be like a gator swamp or hot lava or something. That would be badass. Kyle parked it.
Good finishing hole though.
No, for sure. It's beautiful. I mean, that's the best reason it's a good finishing hole. It's just a beautiful valley that you're coming back in toward the clubhouse and Chandler's thinking right now, man, I got this thing in the bag. I'm going to beat the man.
I just got to.
In a B-tier event.
Just let me get out of here.
Yeah. And Jordan's, I'm sure he's looking to do the same thing. Should be noted that there's a restaurant that serves cold beverages inside. And these guys may be waiting for their scorecards and for their participation in this tournament.
It's quite the scene in there in the clubhouse after a tournament.
Officially,
it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I'm just saying it could be a thing. And Chandler's taking his. He's just being a gentleman there and just scooting one underneath the basket, let everybody else finish out, and he's gonna be your 2018 Kitsap Classic champion, ladies and gentlemen.
Pretty awesome.
Fantastic round. I feel like we just saw
just
here.
To be able to watch that again.
Yeah. I will confess, as the catch cam man, I did not really know how we got to the result that we got to it. And watching this with you all, it's been a pleasure. A little premature on my post-mortem on this thing. Nice putt, Chris. To save a bogey after the. What are we going to call that? We need a name for that shot. It needs to live in infamy for somehow. Somebody hit it up in the comments. We want to know what is Chris Holden's shank into that cedar dubbed. I mean, shank. Kitsap, I don't know. So hook us up. I'm not very creative.
It isn't that big a deal.
Nah, but Chris is the homie. He can, he can hand you.
He's trying to stay in front of Broadwell, I'm sure. There you go, Crab.
For sure. I mean, it shouldn't be noted. I mean, these guys both come in shooting. They shot the same. They're going to shoot 14 down.
Wow. Just
lighten up this
came
course.
Down to 1 or 2 strokes or whatever. That's in 27 holes. That's a battle.
Yeah. But much lower scores than we saw the previous year, and I don't attribute that to the play at all. I attribute that to the teeth that Sam Huff and the rest of you all, Tony Beckett. Who else is involved now? Well, Kenny Benjamin. All of a lot of OG West Sound people and yourself, Ron, in on this design procedure, process, and
mostly Sam on that. But yeah, it's
there you go, folks.
We got a victory with this guy. Look at him. Look how happy he is. He deserves it. He's a
up and coming pro
player.
In the 10 teens now. Is he getting into the?
He's been playing a long time, and he's been playing solid.
But sure doesn't tour as much.
Two good friends there battling.
That's right. And this was a good round of guys. I felt like they were loose, right?
Let's hear it from one more time.
Been watching them a long time. It was great being with you here today, Kyle. It was good. It was good.
Yeah, it was good. Great events. Got to go give credit out to Horseshoe Lake and their staff. The manager is Alex. Do you remember his last name? Alex at the Pro Shop. We love you. Great events. Way to sponsor the West Sound Disc Golf Association and this event. Who else we want to give any props to? Viking Brew, Enigma Squad, 76 Gas, Prestige Discs. What's that?
Miles Sand and Gravel.
All right. That's it. Hey, we love you all. Thanks for watching this production. John Brown Disc Golf TV. Check us out. Like, subscribe, share, do all the things, and we'll continue to bring you more coverage.